12th video of the Rapid series where we discuss all the important current affairs to help you prepare in your for your prelims 2022. So let's begin with today's session. The first topic is about the Ahom warrior Lachit Borphukan. So Lachit Borphukan, he was a legendary army commander of the Ahom kingdom. So the Ahom kingdom was you can relate with the present day Assam area. So the Ahom kingdom was precisely over there, established over there, and Lachit Borphukan an army commander of that kingdom. So recently, what happened? 400th birth anniversary was celebrated, and the celebrations were launched by the President Ramnath Kovind. So this was the news, and that's why this becomes important. And more about the leadership provided by Lachit Borphukan. So the leadership, he is basically known for the Battle of Saraighat. Battle of Saraighat 1671 में हुआ था on the banks of Brahmaputra river, and in this particular battle, Ahom kingdom defeated the Mughal army. So that's why this becomes important that the Ahom kingdom defeated Mughal army, and that Ahom kingdom's army was led by Lachit Borphukan. Then before this battle of Saraighat, एक दूसरा battle fight was fought in 1669 में. That was again between Ahom kingdom and the Mughals only, but this time it was the Ahom kingdom who were defeated. Mughal army, they defeated the Ahom kingdom in 1669 in the Battle of Alaboi. Later in 1671, Ahom kingdom under the leadership of Lachit Borphukan, they defeated the Mughal army. Okay, so this was the chronology. In the 1669 war battle of Alaboi, the Mughals defeated the Ahom kingdom, while in 1671 battle of Saraighat, which was the battle in which the Ahom kingdom was led by Lachit Borphukan. In this battle, the Mughal forces got defeated by the Ahom kingdom. So these two battles become important in this context. And Ahom kingdom was a late medieval kingdom, and ये ब्रह्मपुत्र वैली में established हुआ था, which is precisely around the present day area of Assam, and it was established by Sukafa. Sukafa was a Thai prince, and he was from a region which was called Mongmao. Mongmao वो region हो गया जैसे इंडिया का it had some parts of northeastern states, some parts of Myanmar, some parts of China. So this particular area was known as Mongmao in the late medieval time. So from that area there was a prince called Sukafa, and he had established this Ahom kingdom. So this was about this particular news. Next is additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing is a technology. Basically, it relates to the 3D printing. So they both are similar. So additive manufacturing is the more formal term, or which is given to 3D printing technology or any technology surrounding 3D printing. So it is a more broader term. And the news is that Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has made it an aim that the global additive manufacturing share of India. So India's share in the additive manufacturing should increase to 5% within the next 3 years. So this has been the target set by the ministry. So at present, which means that at present it is less than 5%. Our share, India's share in global additive manufacturing is less than 5%, and it is aimed to take it to 5% within next 3 years. So the target year, and this is to be achieved under this policy, under this strategy, national strategy for additive manufacturing, and the target year set under this strategy is 2025. Okay, so this is about additive manufacturing or 3D manufacturing. So 3D manufacturing is basically the manufacturing using computer aided design to make prototypes or working models of objects by laying down successive layers of material. So suppose you have to make a prototype of a pencil. So layer by layer you will draw that pencil, not in the 2D but in the 3D dimension. So in normal 2D printing, we take the printout of the paper, the A4 sheet paper, which is in two-dimensional, the X and Y. The third dimensional of Z, which is the height or the depth, that is not taken into consideration. But 3D includes that also, the third dimension. So it gives you the entire product's prototype. So you will get another pencil if you just keep on adding another layer by layer of particular material, then you will end up producing an actual pencil. So that is what is achieved, and it can be extended to manufacture even buildings and entire structures. So that's why it has huge potential in different sectors. So the materials that can be used or that have been used so far for additive manufacturing has been plastic, resin, thermoplastic, metal, fiber, ceramic. But the list is not exhaustive. There can be many more number of many more types of materials which can be used for additive manufacturing. So as this is an ongoing field, a dynamic field, more and more such materials can be utilized for producing the prototypes of different models. So what you need to know is this term of additive manufacturing, and it relates to 3D printing. And this is strategy that India has and what India aims to achieve within the next 3 years. Okay, now this is about IPCC report. IPCC report के बारे में हमने अपने previous videos में भी काफी कुछ cover किया है, but that was mostly about कि findings में क्या आया था. For example, अभी recently IPCC का report आया था, उसमें जो फाइंडिंग्स थे, उसमें जो की टर्म्स था, हमने वो डिस्कस किया था. इसमें जो अभी हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, दैट इज ओनली अबाउट व्हाट आईपीसीसी इज, because that is also important. IPCC and its findings have been in news, so it also becomes important कि IPCC खुद क्या होता है, ये रिपोर्ट कहाँ से आती है, किस तरह कितने रिपोर्ट्स आते हैं. We should be aware of these facts also. So about the IPCC report, द लेटेस्ट अभी जो रिपोर्ट आ रहा है, अभी जो रिपोर्ट के जो सीरीज आ रहे हैं, दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ द सिक्स्थ असेसमेंट रिपोर्ट. सो सिक्स्थ असेसमेंट रिपोर्ट में 3 रिपोर्ट्स इसके अंदर आने हैं, जिसके अंदर पहला रिपोर्ट आ चुका था अगस्त 2021 में. Okay, first report already out and it was out in August 2021. The second one was recently which came in news. The second report, that was the second report under the sixth assessment report जो अभी recently release हुआ. थर्ड रिपोर्ट इज येट टू कम. थर्ड रिपोर्ट है जो सिक्स्थ असेसमेंट का, वो अभी तक नहीं आया है, एंड इट इज सेट टू बी रिलीज इन अप्रैल 2022. ओके, सो द कमिंग मंथ. सो सिक्स्थ रिपोर्ट, ऑनगोइंग रिपोर्ट, हमारा सिक्स्थ असेसमेंट रिपोर्ट है, जिसके अंदर 3 रिपोर्ट्स आने हैं. पहला 2 आ चुका है, तीसरा अप्रैल में आएगा. ठीक है. सो the assessment report जो सबसे पहले आया था, that was in 1990 when the first assessment report came, and then on 4 more assessment reports, 1995, 2001, 2007 and 2015 came before the present series of 6 reports. These were the 5 years when the 5 earlier reports, previous reports were released. Okay. So now 2015 report or the fifth assessment report is also important because the Paris Agreement that also happened in 2015. So this was negotiated on the basis of this fifth assessment report only, because the same year the report was released and the same year we had Paris Agreement. So it was based on the fifth assessment report. One more thing, if you see the years of these reports, you can see there is no fixed number of years gap. It's not like after every 4 years or after every 5 years or after every 7 years the reports are released. So it is not fixed. So if there is any such a statement in any question that the IPCC assessment reports are released after every 5 years gap, then or any particular year gap, then that is wrong, because there is no such regular or fixed interval of the number of years. So once it was 1995, then 2001, then 2007, then directly 2015, and now recently 2021. So that's why there is no such fixed time gap between 2 reports. And about the report is that in that, yeah, we were discussing about the 2015 report. So 2015 report के basis पे ही Paris Agreement हुआ था, और इसमें ये डिसाइड हुआ था कि टेम्परेचर को 2 डिग्री से कम रखना है, और कोशिश ये करनी है कि 1.5 डिग्री से भी कम रहे. मतलब इतना तो करना है, इतना तो करना ही करना है, बट वी शुड ऑल्सो स्ट्राइव टू परफॉर्म बेटर एंड ब्रिंग इट डाउन टू 1.5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. बट ironically, due to different studies, it has been pointed out that we are not on track to even achieve 2 degrees centigrade of target. Anyways, next is now these reports are not policy prescriptive. So if there's any such a statement saying that these reports prescribe or these reports are binding directions on the government to make policy changes, then that will be an incorrect statement, because they are not policy prescriptive. They do not tell the country or government what to do. They will not tell you should do this, you should do that. They only are meant to present factual situation कि ऐसा है, this is the situation that the planet is facing, this is the situation that will happen, this is the possible situation that will result in the business as usual situation if you do not change, and if you do not take any corrective measure, then such and such situations will happen. This is the fact. Take this fact, and then it is up to the respective governments to act accordingly, to modify their policies, to take the adaptive and mitigative measures to as per the facts, as per the demands of the facts. So the policy, the report themselves will not suggest any policy. It is up to the government to take the reports, to take the findings of the report into consideration when they are making their policies. So this is about IPCC report, a brief information about the report, about how many reports have been released so far, and what is the present reports number and the series. Next is this Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. So this power plant is important because it was in news due to the Russia-Ukraine war, and this is the power plant which is in Ukraine, and it is also largest in Europe. Russian forces have seized this nuclear power plant. It is largest in Europe, and after intense fighting with the Ukrainian defenders, it has been seized by the Russian forces. Few more areas, a few more cities which are important because of this ongoing war is Kherson, uh, Mariupol, and Kharkiv. Mariupol is the main port of Sea of Azov. So you need to know the location of these areas and the name of these areas. So this is Kherson, this is Kharkiv, this is the port of Mariupol, which is sea. This is the Sea of Azov. So this is an important port for the Sea of Azov, and this is Kiev. Okay, so the locations, the respective north-south distribution, which comes first and which is the last in the north-south direction or in the east-west direction. So try to remember these locations accordingly. Sea of Azov, which countries uh, are in the boundary of Sea of Azov. So these things are become important here. Okay, so this is about this news. Next is Jal Jeevan Mission. So this is not a very new scheme, but there was a study conducted recently to assess to what extent the scheme has made progress. So since that study, the result of that study was brought in the news. So that makes this important again, because this topic was brought in news again. So the main objective of this is to provide every individual household tap connections of water. So tap connections of water to every individual household in the rural areas. So these are the important facts that you need to know. In the rural areas, every household, and the tap connections of water. What is the target year? 2024. So 2024 तक इंडिया के सभी रूरल एरिया के सभी हाउसहोल्ड में टैप कनेक्शन होना चाहिए is the mission of this scheme. And the scheme is being implemented by the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation, which comes under Ministry of Jal Shakti. So this is about the basic factual details. Another thing is जो हम everyday सप्लाई करते हैं करेंगे, कितना सप्लाई करना है वो भी इसमें मेंशन है, that every it envisages supply of 55 liters of water per person per day to every rural household. कब तक? 2024 तक. Okay, functional household tap connection, which is also called FHTC. ये प्रोवाइड करना है जिसमें 55 लीटर मिलना चाहिए हर एक पर्सन को in every household, per person per day to every rural household. Okay, so these terms you need to remember. And also one important factor of this scheme is the sustainability measure. It is mandatory that the sustainability of the source of the groundwater should be ensured. So it's not just you are extracting water somehow through any unsustainable measure just to fulfill the objective of the mission. It is also focusing on how you are achieving it. It is focusing both on ends and means. So it is implementing the sustainability measures so that it ensures recharge and reuse of the groundwater, grey water management, water conservation, rainwater harvesting. So through all these measures, it is ensuring that the source of the groundwater remains sustainable and it is not extracted in unsustainable manner. Then फंडिंग पैटर्न में है कि आपका सेंटर और स्टेट का इन द हिमालयन एंड नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न रीजन्स it is 90:10, so 90% to be provided by the center, 10% by the state governments in the case of Himalayan and northeastern states. उसके अलावा अदर स्टेट्स में it is 50-50. So this is important again because normally centrally sponsored scheme में 60-40 होता है for most of the scheme, but in this case it is 50-50. So 50% will be provided by center and 50% by the states. And of course for union territories it is 100% to be covered by the center. So इसका जो implementation और monitoring है that is on 4 tier level, that is national, state, district and village level. So all the 4 levels of governance are taken into consideration for a decentralized manner of implementation and monitoring purpose. So this is it for today. So we have discussed 5 important topics for the prelims. We'll meet in our next video with a set of new topics. So till then, keep studying well, keep watching the videos and revising your concept. All the very best.